What's up, everybody? This is Shane, the coach, here speaking tonight. James is out sick tonight, so me and Big Game Kerry are taking over tonight. So, further ado, Kerry, welcome aboard tonight, buddy.
What's going on, everybody? Get ready for a night. James, we miss you. We're gonna do some talking. We got a lot to talk about tonight. The playoff starts Friday. We got great NFL games this weekend and a lot of everything else. So let's dig right in.
And as always, keep hitting that like and subscribe button. The more followers we get, the better we do. So, you know what to do. Go click that button, like, follow, share page, and let's do this thing tonight.
Look at that, 150 subscribers with over 19,000 views. That's fantastic. The views and opinions of this program are not affiliated with those of any other organizations and entities. These are solely us, the RWAC family, and guest panelist views.
So if you have an issue with it, send us a direct message. We'll take it up with you that way.
Yep.
Fans, those who subscribe tonight, hey, keep the chat box going. Get some stuff to talk about. We'll go through as much as we can and just let's get this thing rolling tonight.
All right, man. Let's get going with the playoff, man. First round begins Friday night. Anthony's checked in. What's up, Anthony? And first matchup is Friday night. You got Alabama and Oklahoma in what's probably the most even matchup of the four matchups. Playing in Norman. It's a rematch of what happened a month ago when Oklahoma went to Tuscaloosa and beat them 23-21.
I don't get the way they did this opening round televised.
I don't either.
Your best game is tomorrow is for Friday night's game.
Yep. And I would have put one of the other games. I would have put the Ole Miss game on Friday night and have this one be your Saturday night game.
I would have put Oregon
Miami
and freaking James Madison.
Yeah, I would have added one of those two games and then put this game on Saturday because you could have an SEC day. You can have an SEC day like you do every Saturday.
Yeah, we are the moneymaker. That's
the
TV deals we do. But like, there's nothing about the evening games that have me excited. Like, I'm not going to be turning my TV on to watch those games. It's just.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah. The only game I'm interested in, but the only game I'm really interested in is Miami and A&M because I think that's going to be that's the best matchup of the four.
Yeah.
And I think Miami will win that. I think Miami wins that game. I think they go down to A&M and win the game. There's going to be one road team that wins, and I think they're the road team that's going to win. I think everybody else at home is going to hold serve. What have you seen based on scheme that Dawson runs that makes you think those guys will fit in the portal? With the transfer portal of Raiola, which is interesting, they're both in the transfer portal. One from Raiola being from, I think, Nebraska, and the other one from Michigan. Transfer portal's got some good quarterbacks in there, and they both can run the pro set scheme. But I think Underwood is the more pocket passer. Raiola is more the rollout guy. Is more the dual threat.
And given the way college football rolls, you're going to go with the dual threat, but you put your pocket passer in a system that will allow him to become more NFL ready. He'll be the better quarterback in the long run.
And I also see we got Merklinger that's going into the transfer portal from Tennessee. I'm not surprised at that.
Yeah, me either. Because the rumor mill right now is that Tennessee is a high landing spot for a transfer quarterback, which makes sense. I mean, credit to Merklinger for everything he did.
Yep.
Go left. He got the receivers together. He was ready to roll. Next guy up mentality. He just wasn't the next guy. I have no issues with the kid. He's got to do his best.
Me neither.
And Tennessee probably told him, like, hey, man, hit the portal. This is what we're trying to do. Mm-hmm. Go where somebody needs you. And, I think it's a thank you for what you did. We'll help you in any way we can.
Yep. Who do you think's going to end up? Who do you think Tennessee's looking at? I hear they're looking at Sorsby, the kid from Cincinnati, who's from here apparently. His family lives here.
That would make sense. There's somebody else. I can't remember who it was. I heard. Time to do a little stat searching. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm interested because I've seen Langway is in the portal too, and I'm not surprised at that. I think he'll get picked up pretty quickly. I can see him going really quickly. Langway with his height and his agility. The only thing is he's injury prone, and that's what worries me about
him. Would Tennessee go for him?
Possibly. I wonder if Heupel does have a good relationship getting quarterbacks all set and ready to go. Anthony keeps in. He says the dream scenarios. Miami beats them Ohio State and Texas and Georgia, and then played Texas Tech in the national championship game in a defensive battle, and Miami wins. That's possible. Texas Tech is dangerous, man, because they may be the one complete team on all three sides of the ball: offense, defense, and special teams. The offense is a little bit to be desired, but their defense, they can hit the crap out of people.
Yeah. Going to his next question, asking, you don't think you guys would want to play your freshman quarterback, Brandon Riley? No, I don't want to play him. I want to give him a year to learn the system.
Exactly.
Heupel's system isn't that complicated, but you want a veteran quarterback in there who understands what he's trying to run.
Yep.
The way we did with Hendon Hooker, the way we did with Joe Milton, the way we did with Joey Aguilar. They understand what you're looking for. He's never thrown a freshman straight in there. I mean, Nico even took a year under Milton's arm to learn the system, and he still had trouble. So you want Tennessee's best bet is to get a transfer quarterback with Merklinger leaving. We still have what's their guy, McIntyre?
Yep, we still got McIntyre. He'll be more equipped to run the system. If all breaks down to it, he'll be all equipped to run the system. He's been in the system 2 years.
Yep.
And Heupel doesn't start a freshman right off the bat. That's never been his track record, is starting a freshman fresh into the system.
No, there's a reason why, Nico, 5-star recruit, didn't start.
Yep.
But Joe could throw it a mile too. So
exactly. The North Texas quarterback, I think he's going to be going to Oklahoma State with his coach. That wouldn't surprise me a bit. Go right up the road to Oklahoma State. They've got the money for NIL. They could pay him whatever he wanted, literally and figuratively. And then you got us going into we got Aguilar and McIntyre. As a matter of fact, speaking of which, they're the only two quarterbacks left, and they'll be played in the Music City Bowl with Illinois. I'm understanding that we've sold a lot of tickets already for Nashville. We're going to fill up that stadium in Nashville. If Illinois doesn't want to come down from their state to some decent weather, Tennessee will buy up every ticket humanly possible.
Man, we had a guy from coming to work yesterday from Utah. He didn't pack any cold weather gear.
Oh, gosh.
He's like, I'm going down to Tennessee. It's nice and warm. I get down here, it's 20 degrees. Like, yep, welcome to Knoxville.
Yeah, welcome to Knoxville. It'll be 60 in a couple of days. So trust me, by the time he gets his cold weather gear, it'll be 60, 65, and there'll be no need for it.
Yeah, we're doing a bunch of quotes and shit. So, and guys see, like, oh, hey, here's what we can offer you. I think we brought some foreign guy and then the guy from Utah. So it was a little weird yesterday.
When I look, what do you got?
I'm just going to see what we got. I'm reading this one. I mean, I think the Vols is the Music City Bowl, just because that's our home turf.
Yeah.
Welcome to our state. I mean, I hate the bowl game. We gave away some major games this year. Give me the Vols by 17.
I give us by 14. I don't see this being. I see this being a little close at the beginning, but then I see Tennessee pulling away with their running game and the offense being just. And I think Joey in his last game wants to show out big in Nashville, so we're gonna have some fun with them. I think they'll win by at least 14 points. Playoff right now, I look at the first round matchups and I see Alabama, Oklahoma. It wouldn't surprise me if either team won. I see Oregon blowing out James Madison. I see Ole Miss blowing out Tulane again, and I see Miami beating A&M, which would set up some killers quarterfinal matchups for the New Year's Day.
I like Texas A&M over Miami. I really do.
That's gonna be that may be the game where it's gonna be one or whoever wins. To me, it won't surprise me because they're both equally set to each other. They both have the same skill players. They both have experienced players, and both got great defenses. I don't expect it to be a high scoring game. I expect one of these games is going to be one of the two games. Alabama, Oklahoma, Miami A&M is probably going to have a road team winning. I don't see Oregon losing, and I don't see Ole Miss losing. Ole Miss has already played Tulane once, and they beat them by 35. I can't understand how they could have switched it around and let James Madison play Ole Miss and let Tulane go out to Oregon because of that deal.
If I had to predict that side of the bracket right now, I'm going Texas A&M over Miami, Ole Miss over Tulane, Ole Miss beats Georgia. I just think something's going to happen with Ole Miss because of the way Lane Kiffin did.
Yeah, I just
something tells me that it's going to cause something to happen.
Wouldn't it surprise if Ole Miss got to the national championship game without Lane Kiffin? That would be something.
I mean, the rest of the offensive staff is there.
Yep.
So it's not like you're missing the whole staff.
Yeah, get ready for this. I learned something today that the interim coach for LSU, Frank Wilson, he's going to join the Ole Miss staff once the season's over as a defensive coordinator along with Pete Golding. So it's almost like a trade-off. There's like trade-off of coaches between LSU and Ole Miss, kind of like the quarterback trade-off with us and Nico and UCLA. Yep. I think the players are invested. I think most of the players are invested with Charlie Weiss because it's the same system. I think had it been somebody else calling the offensive plays, I don't know how invested they would be, but because I think Charlie Weiss Jr. is still calling the plays, I think they'll be very invested.
Yep.
Although I don't think they should put a whole lot in the Tulane because they should blow out. This shouldn't even be close.
I do wonder if Lane is talking with Charlie at all. Like, hey, try this, try that.
That wouldn't surprise me a bit. But that's never going to get reported because for the simple reason.
But it's college football. I mean, I know I talk to coaches regularly. Like, hey, this is what what would you do? But when it's your players that you've had for the past couple of years, you're going. Because I'm not saying like he doesn't still care about those players. He made a business decision. He makes.
Of course he does. He does to some point. He cares about them, but. Not enough to stay. That's one thing I've learned. Not enough to stay. Yeah. But like I said, I don't see anything different out of these games. I just want to get to the quarterfinals, get Ohio State and Indiana and Georgia and Texas Tech involved. That's where I want to see some real damage being done because this round, once again, we got 2 possibly good games and 2 possible blowouts. That's not to me. That's not a playoff. Playoff should be all competitive. Everything should be competitive.
And they told us after last year, it was like, oh, it's going to be more competitive this year. No, it's not.
It's not.
You've got 2 good games, and you've got 2. Why am I turning my TV on? It's going to be background noise.
Yep, exactly. And the regular season has been so competitive and so much fun that this kind of just underwhelms me a bit. The playoff game, I wouldn't mind having Notre Dame in, or somebody would credible and make something better than these 2 at large. Than these two at large group of 5 teams, but blame the ACC. If the ACC had done things right to begin with, who knows? We could have had you could have had your Notre Dame. We could have had Miami. We could have had a rematch. We could have had an easy rematch of that game.
As much as last week we talked about Alabama getting in and how they played, I still have a hard time accepting a 10-3 over 11-2.
Yeah. I do too.
Or whatever the record was. Like,
who was that?
Because Miami and Notre Dame had similar records, similar stats, very close to each other. Miami got in over Notre Dame.
Because Miami beat them on the field.
I would put Miami over Alabama.
Oh, easily.
Out and put Notre Dame at 10. compared to your two at-large bids, and Bama wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, Bama wouldn't have. To me, I wouldn't have put a 3-loss team. If I was going to put a 3-loss team in, I would have put Texas in. No disrespect to everybody, but I would have put Texas in.
Yeah, because I mean, go back to the beginning of the year where Florida State beat Alabama. Like
yeah, no one talks about that loss because
it wasn't a quality win. That wasn't a quality win for it was a quality win for Florida State at this point.
Yeah, but it was a terrible loss. That's a terrible loss for Bama.
Because I mean, we did better.
Would I take Vandy over JMU? Yeah, I would take Vandy over JMU as long as Diego ain't playing. That dude's a tool.
Can we talk about his Heisman?
Oh my God!
Yeah, hey James, put that up there real quick if you can. I know you're controlling the thing from the background. Diego Pavia and his Heisman comments.
Oh my God!
You do not say F the voters.
Yeah. You don't say F Indiana either.
Yeah. He know who he makes me think of? That kid, baby Gronk, when he gets older. Because that kid ain't growing no more. His dad's short as shit. His dad's probably shorter than me. And I'm 5'9.5", thanks to my last physical. And dude, Vanderbilt's got to listen at 6 foot. And he was saying next to 6 foot tall guys. I am taller.
He was not 6 foot.
No, that dude's about 5'6". I'm pretty sure.
What was Johnny Manziel? About 5'7", 5'8"?
Let's look it up real quick.
Yeah, in reality, because that's who it just seems like it was at the same size of Manziel. But his comments, Vanderbilt made him apologize because they were about to suspend him from the bowl game. They were about to suspend him and not have him play in the bowl game.
Johnny Manziel, according to the NFL Combine, is 5'11" 3/4.
Yeah, the Diego ain't 5. Jeez, no.
He's about 5'6", 5'7".
My brother's taller than him. My brother's 5'8".
Yeah.
5'7". Jeez, nah.
Pavia is.
He's a joke.
He might be as tall as my 18-year-old daughter.
I was gonna say that's probably very accurate. Very accurate. Yeah,
we definitely would have revolted if I'm looking at the chat box. We definitely would have revolted if Vanderbilt quarterback got Heisman over any of our players.
Especially not just Peyton Manning, but Johnny Majors back in '56, who had a great year, and Paul Hornung on a 3-8 Notre Dame team won the Heisman. That's still people still talk about that to this day. My God, that was horrible.
Screw you, NBC.
Yep, NBC. Yeah. But anyway, Diego, then the comments he made, and he sat there, and I'm like, really? He said, if you wanted to get into the NFL, you know how many general managers are looking at him right now and seeing those comments and going, see, he can't handle losing. He can't handle losing. He can't handle being a bigger man, admitting something, and he comes out with this scripted apology. The only reason, like I said, he apologized because Vanderbilt was ready to suspend him for the bowl game.
Yep.
And that would have made a lot of news.
I remember I heard one of his, I think it was the brother that got arrested.
Yeah, his brother got arrested, which is not surprising. His brother gets arrested everywhere.
It's like if you take into the fact of what he's done since JUCO, and he was at New Mexico State?
Yeah.
And then Vanderbilt, it's like, no, you don't take in what they've done through the course of their entire college career. Take it over that season. Yes, he was a good quarterback this year. I hate that school with a passion. As my buddy Swain says, it's Vanderbilt.
Yep, it's Vanderbilt.
You gotta say it all fancy with the pinky up.
It's fancy with the pinky up. It's Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Anybody shocked Love finished higher than State? No, I'm not. I'm not shocked. Jeremiah Love had a terrific year. I thought he should have gotten. There are times that he should have gotten the ball more with Notre Dame, and the 2 losses. He didn't get enough touches. I still believe if he got more touches in either of those games, Miami or A&M, they probably win those games. And we're not having a discussion about that not being in the playoff. They're in the playoff. So yeah, the coaches cost him that because he should have had more touches. But I like Jeremiah Love, and on the next level, he's going to be a terrific running back. Whoever drafts him up, he's got to work on his pass protection. But other than that, he can run the rock and catch it. but he's just got to work out that pass protection because that's very important on the next level. But no, I'm not surprised that he finished higher. I figured he'd finish second. I didn't think Pavia would finish second. I thought he would finish third.
Yeah, I did too. I was surprised he was second. I can't justify him being where he's at second.
Yeah, I can't either.
I think it was the media push. But
it was a serious media push.
As his own mouth costed him, he'll be an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, he's too. Yeah, at his, unless he really hits it at the combine, and I don't see because he's already got 2 strikes against him walking into the combine because of his attitude.
I think he likes partying more than Manziel.
Yep, I agree.
That's going to affect him, obviously.
Yep.
His family issues. Because what team wants to deal with that? I mean, okay. Shador probably should have been starting in Cleveland. A little bit longer than he got. But
even Shador didn't come with this much baggage.
No,
jeez.
I'd take Coach Prime all day with everything he's had.
Exactly. Compared to this, his brother gets arrested on every college campus he's on. What makes him think he's not going to make it out in an NFL stadium? Yeah, they'll arrest him right on site.
Yeah, and then his mom is a thirst trap at every game, basically.
Oh gosh, yeah, his mom. That worries me too. I wouldn't want that family as a headache. Could you imagine that headache every game, especially if he doesn't play? They'll try to make themselves the bigger star than him.
You know who him and his brothers make me think of? The brothers from Next Friday.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Joker, Little Joker, and Baby Joker.
Little Joker and Baby Joker. Yep. Mm-hmm.
No more locked doors.
Yeah, that worries me too, big time.
That's who they all make me think of.
Mm-hmm. If you're asking me to pick a winner of the playoff, total winner, I'm going to go with Indiana until proven otherwise. I think it's going to be either Indiana or Georgia.
Give me Texas A&M.
A&M's possible.
I like their defense. I like their offense. I think they just kind of slipped up a little bit, but I had the picture pulled up of their path. I mean, they probably have. Oregon's probably got the easiest path.
Yeah. Being the 5th seed, they would get Texas Tech next.
And I think they would take Texas Tech easily. That Indiana versus either Alabama or Oklahoma will be a good one.
I think if it's Oklahoma, Indiana will beat them. If it's Alabama, that will be a different battle.
You think Ty Simpson takes off on that one?
He could. Ty Simpson could take off, man. That would be a tougher matchup for Indiana. I don't think Oklahoma would be that tough of a matchup.
James got Bama beats Indiana.
Yeah, I could see that. If they were to meet, I could see that happening. Let's see.
Javier or Sharon in terms of
I'm still trying to wrap my head around Sharon. He got bailed out and he's been out of the news for the last week. Yep. Hey, he's been out of the news for a week, so apparently he's probably still alive, waiting for whatever is going to end up happening with him. But what a sad case that has turned into. I wonder, who do you have as a possible suggestion for the Michigan job? They're going to take their time. I think it's one of these coaches coaching this weekend could be at Michigan in a couple of weeks.
You think it's going to be a winning coach or a losing coach?
I think it's going to be a winning coach. I think DeBoer might be the guy.
I still think it's DeBoer. I still think it is.
I think DeBoer's the guy.
I think if Oklahoma handles business, DeBoer is announced Monday morning.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can easily see that if Oklahoma handles business.
Twitter/X will be blowing up Saturday and Sunday over what's going to happen if Alabama loses Friday.
Yep.
I say by Monday there's a coach.
Yep.
If it's DeBoer.
Yep.
That's I think that's been their favorite the whole time.
I think so too.
I think
he did come out with a statement saying he loves Alabama and all that, but that could easily change.
Was that a real statement or was that a parody account.
I think that's a real statement, but it could be wrong.
But it looks like it was a parody account for DeBoer.
It could be anything right now. But I think DeBoer Monday morning, if they lose to Oklahoma, I can see him. I'm like you. I could see him Monday morning being Michigan's new head coach.
I think the pressure for him to win isn't as big as at Alabama. Being the guy who follows Nick Saban, it's impossible.
You never want to follow a legend. You would rather be the second guy after the legend than the first guy. Look at all the legends that have been replaced. I mean, you look at him. You look at Pat Head Summit here at UT. Look how long it took to replace him. Look at Fulmer. It took 6 guys to replace Fulmer, and I think Heupel's finally got the right guy in Heupel.
Yeah.
It's tough replacing a legend. It really is. No one wants to be the guy after.
I'm reading this one.
It is a pickup. That is a pickup game.
It's literally a coin flip. I think it's going to be within 3.
If Alabama doesn't turn the ball over, they could probably win. That's what the difference was with Oklahoma in that game in Tuscaloosa. It was just like how they beat us. We outgained them, outrushed them, outthrew them, did everything, except we turned the ball over 3 times. And that was the difference in a 6-point loss. Alabama, same thing, outgained them by 250 yards.
I still got to give credit to Alabama's defense in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Watching it is that we were on the goal line and they got that pick 6.
Yeah.
There's only one pass play you can run out of that. Every coach knows that. You know you're going to leak the guy out into the flat, and that's going to be there. And that corner bit it perfectly like he's supposed to, and he housed it.
Yep.
That was...
And the pass was behind the receiver.
Patriots Seahawks right there.
Yep.
They knew we weren't going to run. They knew it was going to be a pass play, and there it was. That was the exact same play.
Yep, and which is why on that play I would have bootlegged the other side.
Peyton Manning.
Yep, I would have paid like a J.J. McCarthy did Sunday night against Dallas. Did you see that bootleg? My God, he faked everybody in the world and crashed all the way down. He said, I got him. And then next thing you know, he goes, there's nobody here. That's why J.J. McCarthy's running on the other end doing the gritty into the end zone. And I'm like, that's how you do. That's how you fake somebody on a bootleg.
Ooh, that's a long...
I think Jimmy. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
They struggled.
Yeah. Who was there when they won their last natty?
Now, granted, when they hired Erickson, he won a natty. They struggled after that with Butch Davis. They got Coker, won a natty. They've struggled after that. Now Mario may have them finally in the right place. I want to see what Mario does. If Mario can get a playoff win, that'll boost this thing. And look at Miami's road. Miami could foreseeably win this game, beat Georgia, win the semifinal, and play at home for the national title. That would be a story. That would be the great playoff story. Miami playing all the way, getting to home to play the national title. That would be a great story. That Miami and A&M game is going to be a lot of things pop out of that bit, but the playoff is going to be. It will get interesting in the next round. This round is not interesting. It'll get interesting in the next round. Can't wait till they expand this thing. This would have been a great year for 16 teams.
Do you think they expand it after this one?
Yeah. I think either this year or next year. I think either the next year or 2 years down the road, they will definitely have to expand it. Because if you get it to 16 teams, everybody, no buys, everybody plays straight through. 4 wins gets you a title. Nobody gets a bye.
Oh, Carson versus Georgia.
That would be next if Miami beats A&M. That would be next is Georgia. The rematch against Carson Beck gets to play Georgia in New Orleans.
They'll get Ohio State next. So they got to get through Ohio State.
Oh, that's right, Ohio State. Yep.
Yeah, 7-10 will take on 2, 6-11 take on 3.
Yep.
5, take on 4, and 9-8 take on 1.
We could see Georgia and Ole Miss in a rematch. in New Orleans, which would be almost a de facto home field for Ole Miss because their campus is not that far from New Orleans.
Oh,
that would be a de facto home game.
ooh, that'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting. Wonder if Lane will show up for that one, sitting in the stands in the Superdome, watching Georgia and Ole Miss.
You know, he'd have a sideline pass.
Oh yeah, he'd be down there going, "Yeah, I used to coach. You look at all this." Mm-hmm.
I still think it's funny his daughter's boyfriend hit the transfer portal after he was announced.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was cracking up laughing. Now, you speak of DeBoer taking the Michigan job. If the Alabama job opened up, do you think Kiffin does a reverse face, plants LSU, and goes to Alabama without coaching a game at LSU? That would be Lane Kiffin.
When he talks, and it's Lane.
Yep. Dabo's not leaving Clemson. Dabo's hot stretch was a couple years ago.
Dabo's inability to use the portal is why he will
never. Why he's, he hasn't accepted the portal.
Dabo's closer to retirement than he is taking the Bama job.
Agreed. Dabo's also getting passed because he's not using the portal. It's bad enough that South Carolina is passing him. They're using the portal. North Carolina, Belichick's even using the portal. And Tennessee to the west is using the portal. Mm-hmm. He's getting passed over by talent in his own area by those three teams.
I still can't get over the fact that Vanderbilt signed a 5-star quarterback.
Yep. Got him to flip.
Yeah, from Georgia.
That's impressive.
I'd rather play for Kirby.
I hope he has the grades because Vanderbilt hasn't changed their academic standards just because they've gotten good at football.
I've heard two things. I heard that Pavia had to make up like 21 credit hours to get into Vanderbilt. And I also heard because it's a private institution, they can be selective over who go in.
Duke's selective, they're selective. I forgot who else. There's a few other schools that are selective like that. Yeah, they can select their own clientele, who they want.
Yeah.
I don't know if Patricia takes the Michigan job. I don't see him being a head coach because it failed in Detroit. He failed in Detroit so miserably. I don't see him taking a college job, University of Michigan. I just don't see that.
Yeah, and it's hard for it. NFL.
Patricia's not a head coach.
It's hard for an NFL quarterback to go to the college ranks. Now you got to deal with recruiting and you got to deal with families.
Exactly. It's easy.
So it's like I've always said, like I want to be a high school coach eventually, and I'd love to be a football coach. But man, recruiting, like you've got.
Yep.
Okay, here's a perfect example right now. Tony Vitello is still actively recruiting his own players in the pros.
Yep.
Because
in the pros,
he's going overseas to random places.
Yep.
College coach can adjust to the bigs.
Yep.
It's harder if you've never been
a
college coach in the way the environment is now to go back down. It's like, okay, well, how much money do I have to spend to get players? And then you got to keep those kids happy.
Exactly. It's easier for a college coach to adjust to the pro level in any sport.
You can, an NFL player's got to sign a contract. He's there for how many years that you release him.
Exactly.
College quarterback, or not college quarterback, but college player. Oh, I don't like what you treated me this year. I'm out.
Yep. 1 year, he's gone. That's what the world we're in now. Nope. That's why Belichick's having a hard time because now he's went from pro to college and he's never coached college. That's hard. That's very hard, man.
It's why it's honestly why Belichick struggled at North Carolina.
Yep. Now they played well near the end of the year, but I'm dying to see what he does in his second year. I want to see how he adjusts because he's had a year now. He sees how things are working. I think he'll be, and I actually think he'll get better. It may not be all the way better. You may not see it in the results, but you'll probably see it in the way he recruits, the way he talks to people and everything. So I think he's going to do okay.
Well, I like this question. For you guys culturally, not geographically, what conference do you guys feel in Miami fits better in Big 10, SEC, or Big 12?
That's interesting.
Give me SEC.
Yeah, give me SEC.
I mean, we gotta get. Was there when the SEC was founded that Florida was like, oh, no other school could come from our state to be in the conference, but that was what 19.
29.
Yeah.
We've been to a lot of us weren't even born back then and been to sleep since. So yeah,
Well, see,
things have
my
changed.
grandfather would have been 90 yesterday, and he was born 1935. So I don't know if anybody's still around from 1929.
My mom, before she passed away recently, just turned 87.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a long way.
Yeah. I do gotta say rest in peace to my grandfather or my granddaddy.
Mm-hmm.
Because yesterday would have been his 90th birthday. That's the man who got
Oh,
me.
that's cool.
He's the man who got me in love with Tennessee football. I remember riding around his old F-150. It was an old KUB truck.
Oh man,
with only 8 radio.
That's a classic.
Yeah, and we would ride around listening to John Ward on the radio call. So
because back then that's how you had to listen to the game. There was no TV hardly back in the days until the 70s when TV started blowing up. But yeah, back in those days, you had the radio to listen to.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep.
And Tennessee rarely played night games until I think 72.
Yep. So like late 80s, early 90s, to a game, my grandfather picked me up. We go do something up in the mountains, and that's all I listen to the games. So I miss those days. My kids have heard a little bit like we'll turn on the sports animal, listen to the game while we're driving around, picking what I have going on. They got something going on that day. But man, nothing beat riding around in that old beat up F-150 with the AM radio only and hearing John Ward call a game. It felt like you were there. But going back to that question, Miami would fit best in the SEC. We recruit better. Play the best of the best.
Miami deals better.
Traditionally, Miami is a powerhouse. You could consider them a blue blood of college football. And God, I would love to see a Tennessee Miami matchup again.
I know that would be fun.
Let's see a Miami LSU.
Miami and Florida get to play every year. That would be fun.
It would change the dynamic again of the way we do our rivalries, and that would be a great game.
Yes, it would. I see the thing going up for college hoops. Tell you what, our basketball team last night looked really good last night, beating a good Louisville team, a very good Louisville basketball team. Beat them by 23.
Oh, I need to check back on that Memphis Vanderbilt game. It went into overtime.
They went into overtime that I saw.
Yeah,
our basketball team last night. What a job they did. What a job. They were physical at Louisville. What a job Gillespie and Avon and those guys did last night. They're going to I think without Cade Phillips, that's a big injury, and I hate that losing Cade. But I think if they play the way last night that they're capable of playing, they will navigate the SEC fine.
Final of that Vanderbilt-Memphis game is Vanderbilt 77, Memphis 70. Vanderbilt is now 11-0.
They look pretty good. Vanderbilt's going to be a tough out to deal with. The SEC competition-wise is going to be the best conference because I see this conference is going to have a chance to get 11, 12 teams in the NCAA tournament. 11 and 12 quality teams, good quality teams. And look at the AP poll, Arizona and Michigan. Arizona right now is number 1. Them and Michigan probably fighting for that all year. UConn is good. Gonzaga is really good. Houston's going to be around. Michigan State's going to be a sleeper. Arkansas is Vandy. Look at our SEC teams. Arkansas is Vandy, Alabama, us, Auburn, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, this SEC is going to be very competitive to where, like I said, 11, 12 teams could get into the NCAA tournament from the SEC. That's how good our league is right now. The Big 12 is going to be solid with Arizona, Iowa State, with Houston. They're going to be solid. Big 10 is going to be solid with Michigan State, Michigan, Purdue, Gonzaga. I don't like Purdue, but they're going to be solid. But they're going to be very solid. Nebraska is another undefeated team. Illinois, they came up to Nashville and beat us. The Illinois looks pretty good. They got that big 7'3" center. That's just he's a handful. He looks like a tight end, but he's 7'3", and he's got a great shooting touch. But yeah, we got Vanderbilt. I don't know about Memphis. Memphis is going to struggle, but you can tell that they play hard. But Penny's got them. They've already lost, I think, 4 or 5 games already off the bat this year. They've lost 6. Yeah.
Already.
They've lost 6 now. Yeah, they're going to have a struggle bus this year. Memphis is.
I just don't know if Penny's cut out to be a college coach.
I don't think he is. I think he should have gotten some experience he didn't get enough experience in high school. He's only in high school basketball for 2 years. That's not enough experience to get ready for the college world.
It was to bring all of his high school and AAU kids over to Memphis.
Yeah, they need to make a decision because I don't think he's cut out for it. And there's been no really progress since he's been there. He won't play Tennessee no more. So that's why he played Vanderbilt this year, because he won't play Tennessee.
They threatened my players.
They didn't threaten your players. They just beat your players. There's a difference.
He was one of my favorite players growing up too, man. But seeing him as a coach, it's just
he's just not. I just don't think he has a temperament to stay as a coach in college game. Cade Phillips is a big injury. I hate losing Cade Phillips because he's just so dependable. He gave you 10 to 15 minutes worth of banging and caused you problems. But I like the lineup. I like Casey in our lineup. Avent looks good. Dwayne Brown looked really good last night, starting for the first time. He's going to fit in real. We got the one thing we have this year. We got big bodies. We got a lot of good big bodies up front, and that's what's going to help us in SEC play. We're going to be very physical. We're going to be rebounding.
I was reading something earlier about how Barnes gets onto was it Kerry, number 23?
Mm-hmm.
How he's like, you're more athletic than you think you are.
Yep.
What that reminds me of is the way he was always on Grant Williams.
Yep. He was at Vandy for a while, so I'm still amazed that we got him from Vandy.
Yeah.
Because he's a talented player. He's a super talented player. And yes, he's more athletic than he shows, but he's very athletic, man. He's got great post moves down low. He's very nimble around the basket. And for a big man like him, you wouldn't think he's so nimble, but he is. He's really nimble.
I think if we got him, what year is he right now?
I think he's a senior.
Okay. If we got him a year earlier to get him in the system and maybe slim down just a hair, a hair, he'd be a force. I think the conditioning's a little bit.
Yep. And we went toe to toe with Duke, so we're gonna be fine in the SEC play. And Duke is good. My God, Duke is so good. Arizona's really good. North Carolina got that kid Caleb Wilson. He's just absolutely spectacular. BYU's a solid team to watch out for in the Big 12. They can really shoot the rock. There's some good teams out there. This conference season, the Big 10 is already starting conference season. SEC and everybody else is going to get started after Christmas with their conference season. It's going to be a whole lot of fun to look forward to as we start moving our way towards March and start moving our way past college football season and into college basketball.
Yep. I'm so.
What's that?
Oh, I think I lost everything.
Oh, okay.
There we go. It came back.
Oh, there we go. We got you.
Everything got quiet for a second. It was like, crap.
Yep. Let's move. Let's move into the NFL. The NFL, we got some big. We started to get down to the end of the season, and we got playoff implications and some real big games this weekend. Last weekend we had some interesting games. We had to come back by my Bills over the Patriots. We had Jacksonville showing out. That was beautiful. We had a terrible Monday night game, which the Miami Dolphins just stink. To the point that Tua got benched today in favor of Quinn Ewers, makes his first NFL start Sunday, and Zach Wilson's the backup. We got some big games coming up this weekend with some serious major play. They stink. We'll get to that in a second. I got a day stink for you that'll really rock you. We got some really big playoff matchups. Starting with tomorrow night, we got the Rams versus the Seahawks, and we're looking at the difference in that matchup, if the Rams were to win, they would sweep that season and have a chance to win the NFC West. The difference in that game could be the winner and the loser. The winner could be the 1 seed. The loser could be the 5th seed. Difference between being at home for the playoffs and going on the road for the entire playoff. So whoever wins that one's going to get a big advantage. We've got Chicago and Green Bay on a Saturday night in Chicago where it's going to be cold and it's going to be a lot of fun. Green Bay losing Micah Parsons to that torn ACL last Sunday. That was hard to watch. Non-contact play. That was so hard to watch him when he got hurt. And then, of course, the bigger
Mahomes is.
Yep.
I thought he hyperextended his knee because he was holding.
Nah, he ended up tearing his ACL and his LCL. He's looking at 9 to 10 months recovery. That's recovery time. We ain't even talking. There's a good chance he may miss next year too.
Yeah. And if I'm the Chiefs, I start looking at who's next.
Yeah. I think the plan is for them to get a quarterback and get him trained and get him set. He'll play a little bit, but let him learn from Mahomes and everybody else because this first major injury. How eerie is this? Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, each in their same 9th year, had the same ACL injury.
Yeah.
That is karma in some way that I could never see coming. I hate it.
I saw a stat the other day that this is the first time since, oh God, would be 2001 that either a Manning, a Brady, or Mahomes is not in the playoffs.
Yep, that's amazing. That one of those three is not in the AFC Championship game. The only thing that would keep that alive is for Josh Allen and my guys to make the AFC Championship game, because that way, since 2001, you could have Mahomes, Brady, Peyton Manning, Josh Allen.
Yep.
Play multiple AFC Championship games. That would be the only way you keep that alive. How bad are the Raiders? The Raiders are a joke. They are absolutely bad. They're the first team in NFL history to lose to both Super Bowl participants from the past year by the same score, 31-0. They lost 31-0 to the Chiefs, 31-0 to the Eagles. And in those games, the Raiders gained 69 yards against the Chiefs. They gained 75 yards total against the Eagles. They stink. And they got Houston coming to town. Houston's going to kill them. Houston gets 10 points, the game's over because they can't even score 10 points.
I mean, it's weird that they played the Broncos.
And we got others.
The Broncos are leading the AFC right now. They played the Jets close.
And what game surprised me the most this past weekend? That's easy. To me, it was an easy game. I'm going to say Minnesota beating Dallas because I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Minnesota would put up much of a fight. But the one thing I knew when Aubrey started missing field goals, I'm like, Minnesota's going to find a way to win this game. And sure enough, and then the Panthers choking against the Saints, that was bad. To where now they play Tampa 2 out of the final 3 weeks. The winner of those 2 games wins the NFC South and will probably host the loser of the Seattle Rams game in the first round of the playoffs. How's that for fairness? When both of them will have a better record than either one. Question.
For both of you guys, both of you growing up, did you guys ever have a car, a Ford Pinto, Chevy Vega, or Dodge Duster?
Chevy station wagon, Caprice Classic, old style Impala station wagon.
If we go to the first car I remember growing up before I started driving, Chevy Nova.
Yep. Oh my God, I remember those two. Oh man.
Paul had a gold Chevy Nova and her youngest son totaled it. If I could ever have the money to buy one again, I would. My first car was a 1986 Ford Escort station wagon.
No way. Yeah. Oh man, that's classic.
It was. I remember the day we bought it. So it was 1994. My mama had this old blue Chevy. God, I can't remember what it was. That thing was like a freaking boat.
Oh man.
But it started to break down. We sold it solely for the engine. I went with my granddad, which was her son, to go get it, to go to the next car. It was that 86 Ford Escort station wagon. She passed in 1999, right before I'd already turned. Oh, let me think. No, she passed in 98, and I got it in 99 on my 15th birthday.
Wow.
Then that one was totaled the first day of school, junior year,
Oh man.
Kingston Pike, right there in front of Western Plaza where the ice chalet is,
Yep, I know where that's at. Oh yeah.
or right before it, right there at that light where
Mm-hmm.
private school slash daycare is
Yep.
on the left and Western Plaza's on the right. It was my buddy Drew Nelson plowed into the back of my car he was about 60 down Kingston Pike. Wasn't paying attention when he had lifted K5 Blazer.
Oh man.
Did my whole body to the right.
My
The
first car,
car
I
right in
got it from a friend of mine when I moved down here, was a 1988 turbo Dodge Shadow.
front. Ooh,
Oh man.
the one I
That
got,
car.
the car I got right after that one, 81 Ford Mustang, the original Fox body.
Ooh. Oh man.
That thing spent more time in the shop than it did on the road.
Down the road.
My grandfather got pissed. He's like, I'm tired of dropping all this money. And I had it for maybe, I only think I had it 6 months.
Oh man.
It was in the shop. So he's like, all right, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go make $1,000 working, and then I will help pay the rest. I was like, all right, deal. We got a 94 uh, Ford Taurus.
Oh man.
Yep. So those were my
Wow.
3 cars in high school.
Wow.
Each one had a system, and it was the first thing I did. 212s bumping in the back.
What's more interesting Saturday night, the NFL games or the lanes? The NFL games. You
NFL
got Green Bay and Chicago late, the 8 to 8:30 game. You got what Eagles and Philly is the first game, which I think is very interesting too. If the Eagles win, they clinch the NFC East and they break the 20-year drought of there's a repeat champion. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the NFC East in the last 20 years. Philadelphia with a win would break that cycle finally. But yeah, the NFL games are more better than the lame CFP games because the best CFP game is at noon with Miami and Texas A&M. They could have switched that and put that late to compete with the NFL, but they didn't do it. But that's what I think. And let's see what else down here. Anthony, powder blue Yank. Oh man, a powder blue Nova. Holy smokes! Hadn't seen one of them in forever. My gosh, that's a classic car. First car I remember my dad had when I was born was a green Impala station wagon. You know, it had the big Impala station wagon with a third seat in the back. That was the car. That was the car. I would sit in the third seat in the back. I would love that.
The fate, besides my grandfather's white F-150, just
Oh,
because of the nostalgia from it. The best car I remember growing up as a kid was my grandfather's black with a maroon stripe going down the side, Olds Cutlass.
oh man, those were classic cars.
Two-door Cutlass.
Those were built like tanks, man. The cars back then were built like tanks. You couldn't destroy them or anything. It would take an act of Congress to get one of them destroyed.
If I could find that car again.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Which NFL coach gets fired next? I got a good one. I think it'll be Raheem Morris in Atlanta. I see them getting rid of him. I don't see James. I hate to tell you this, but I don't see McDaniel getting fired in Miami. I see them actually keeping him and them getting rid of Tua and swallowing a cap hit on Tua. I see Tua's cap hit. They say Tua's cap hit would be like Russell Wilson's when Denver got rid of him. Tua's cap hit would be $99 million. I think Miami would eat $99 million to get rid of Tua. I can see that happening plain as day and them starting basically fresh.
If it wasn't for all the concussions, I mean, he shouldn't be playing anymore.
He shouldn't be playing. I agree. He should be playing. He'll make a good backup somewhere, but he's not a starter anymore. Those photos he has of Steven Ross fan. Sorry, but Tua's not going to be in Miami much longer, man. He ain't going to be there in Miami. They made that decision today when they benched him for Quinn Ewers. If they're willing to start Quinn Ewers and make Zach Wilson the backup and put him all the way at third string, they don't intend for Tua to play anymore, man. No, if they get up high, I don't think they'll get high enough to take Mendoza unless the Titans or somebody gets the first pick and decides to trade. That's the only way.
Oh, it's a Titans pick.
Yep, and they'll trade it because they already got their quarterback. They don't need another one.
They need linemen.
They need linemen. They need skill players. They need linemen. They need to draft all offense. They need to defense is still pretty. Defense has actually been pretty solid for them. The problem is they're out in the field too long. They need to draft offensive line. Get them some receivers too for this kid, and a coach. And a good coach would help too.
Oh, who's the backup for the Chiefs?
Gardner Minshew is the backup for the Chiefs.
The stash. I'm curious how they play against the Titans this week.
That'll be that went. You notice how the odds would if Mahomes was playing, they would have been a 7.5 point favorite. Now the Chiefs are a 3 point favorite because Mahomes isn't there. Mm-hmm. That's half a touchdown out the window.
Whole playbook.
Yep, and Rashid Rice is not playing either Sunday. So that's 2 weapons down. Titans might actually have a shot to win that game.
No, I need him to lose. I want the number 1 draft pick again.
Well, it's either going to be them or the Giants, and the Giants don't need the number 1 either because they got a quarterback. They need to trade for skill player. The Raiders probably need it more than anything else because they need a quarterback. They need a lot of things. The Raiders need a lot of things. Jets.
The Raiders will take Mendoza.
Yeah, the Raiders will take Mendoza.
I love that kid.
The Browns.
I love Mendoza. After hearing him,
I do too. I think he'll make a. I love the speech. His Heisman speech was terrific, man. He's a good dude, man. Learned a lot about Jeremiah Love in that thing too, and what he went through. He's a good dude too, man.
Yep.
Pavia is a pain in the butt. He won't make an NFL roster because it ain't going to be because of his size. It's going to be because of his attitude. He will not make an NFL roster.
If he goes to the combine, he's going to pull some bullshit.
Yep.
And it's going to be, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or I'm not doing this, or you can watch me at my pro day. It's going to be something.
War Aston amongst those teams of Shamor. Hey, Sherrod might get an NFL job because of that OnlyFans account, man. He might get a job because of
the Raiders would like to introduce their new head coach.
Oh man, don't say the Titans go, hey, introducing a new head coach, Shamar Moore. Go, oh no, not the Titans. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I buy season tickets just to see which girls he's got on the sideline.
Exactly. That would be the show right there, just to get season tickets, just to see which girls he got. Like, oh God, because Nashville girls will fall all over him.
This thing was Bachelorette weekend.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah, Mendoza's stats are mid. You gotta, hey, Larry, they are mid, but you know what? The Raiders will take mid. Over what they got now, they'll take mid. They'll take mid over what they got now.
The Raiders will never change until there's a complete ownership change.
Yep. Tom Brady needs to just go ahead and take over. Just get it over with. Get Mark Davis out. Let Tom Brady just take it over.
I'm curious, when Brady takes over, will he be like MJ with Charlotte?
That's a good question. He could either be MJ with Charlotte, or I'm trying to think of a guy that actually was successful player and then successful owner. There hasn't been a whole lot of them. So
What about we'll say Danny Ainge.
yeah, I could say Danny Ainge.
Not only as
I
an
could see
owner,
that.
but just as an evaluator of players.
Yeah, I could see that. Hopefully, it won't be like Derek Jeter and the Miami Marlins either, or A-Rod. A-Rod took over ownership of the Timberwolves, and he's just over the. And they're doing pretty well.
I mean, he was attached to J-Lo for a while, so that explains enough.
Yeah, that explains enough. But yeah, let's get to they stink, because they stink. I'm sure you got a good one for they stink.
Yeah, I already have mine. It's pretty obvious.
I do too. I've got a good one. I'll go through my big games of the week here. We got, of course, Saturday night, we got Chicago and Green Bay. Thursday night, we got the Rams and the Seahawks, that we already know the symbolism of those implications of those games. We got Pittsburgh and Detroit Sunday afternoon, 4:25. There's some big implications there. The Sunday night game is New England and Baltimore. I want to see how New England reacts from losing that game last week the way they did. I want to see what they've got to bring, because Baltimore is going to bring it. Baltimore's season is on the line, and they're going to fight it. And Tampa Bay and Carolina in the NFC South, that could be for the division title. And a few others that extend throughout that. We got 49ers and Colts. What about old man Phillip Rivers, man? 44 years old.
Grandpa.
He actually hung out pretty well. I think there's two reasons why he hung around that game. Number one, I think Seattle didn't want to kill him. I really think Seattle held back to keep themselves from killing him, because they could have rushed him. They could have rushed him at any time and put him on a stretcher, and they didn't do it. San Francisco, now they'll go after him, but the good thing for Rivers, he's at home Monday night. That actually might be an advantage for him. And oh yeah, I forgot about the big game in the AFC, the Jaguars and the Broncos. That could be serious implications in that game too. That could be for a number one seed if Jacksonville wins.
Because it's between the Broncos. What's the standings right now? Let me look at that.
Check out the standings, because Jacksonville's involved. Jacksonville gets a win over Denver in Denver. That's big time.
Well, Denver's sitting at 12-2. Jaguars are at 10-4. Patriots are 11-3. So, I mean, the Broncos and the Pats are playing for that number one.
Yep. Jacksonville can figure their way in with a win. They can get themselves in.
Because that would put them Jacksonville. Whew. I got the Broncos. Those are our defense.
I don't have much on that last comment, Anthony, with the major error of that offensive lineman for Texas A&M antagonizing Ruben Bain. I don't have any knowledge of that. Not offhand, any great knowledge of that offhand.
I don't know that one either.
And yes, Larry, Tua stinks, man. Yeah, he that interception he threw Monday night was the absolute worst.
The fact Tua can still tie his own cleats, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, my God. He can't win a game. He's never won a game when the temperature is under 40 degrees. And I don't understand it. You play a game in Buffalo every year. You play a game in the Meadowlands every year. You play a game in New England every year. That's the 3 automatic cold weather games, and you can't win in cold weather. You stink. He stinks. He smells worse than the fish stinking tooth. Speaking of they stink, let's get to they stink, because my God, there's some people that stink this week. Shane, let you go first with they stink.
My first one is good old Diego Pavia.
Of course.
You just screwed yourself out of millions. You don't make those comments to the people who vote for you to win the most prestigious award there is in college football. Had you won that prestigious award, I would no longer think that word was prestigious.
Mm-hmm.
But you do not say fuck the voters, F the voters, however you put it. You be humble.
Yeah.
You went to a school that does not produce Heisman candidates ever. It is Vanderbilt. You changed everything about that school. You got national media attention. And you and your family treat it like it is a celebrity freaking, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm drawing a blank. Reality show. There we go.
Yeah, reality show.
You allow your brothers to do stupid shit. You allow your mom to basically be a thought on national TV every week. And then you back it all up with your mouth. You look like a grown up baby Gronk. You stink.
Oh man, yes, he stinks like feet, worse than anything else.
He smells worse than my feet after a 13-hour shift in steel toe boots.
Oh gosh, yeah, that stinks. Yeah, that is so true. It's in Greensboro. They stink.
You
The
Raiders. So bad you smell like a porta john on a blue collar construction site.
Ooh, that stinks, man.
After 3 days and no cleanup.
Yeah, the Raiders stink the high heaven. Let's get to mine. Now, growing up, I grew up in Western New York. And in the wintertime, it snowed all the time, and we would shovel snow. It was not just a job, it was our birthright. We shoveled snow. I say that to say this. It snowed in Cincinnati last week, and Cincinnati's got all kinds of problems. They got a quarterback that's unhappy, but that's the least of their problems. Before their game Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens, fans had to walk in and shovel out their own snow in their seats because the Cincinnati Bengals organization was too cheap to pay workers to shovel snow off the seats, which is an NFL requirement. They were fined $1 million for not clearing their seats of all the snow and debris in their stadium. Other places offer guys 10, 12 bucks an hour, normal people to come in and shovel the snow or give them tickets to the game.
Haven't the Bills?
That's a great bonus for that.
Haven't the Bills done that?
Yeah, the Bills did. We've done that for years. Pay for lunch, pay them 12 bucks an hour, shovel the seats out just to get the snow out of the seats so the fans can have a place to sit. The freaking bug, Mike Brown and his cheap ass organization, you stink. Can't even shovel out snow in your own stadium. My God, you're horrible.
No wonder.
Just horrible.
Said he's like, I'm thinking about retirement.
No wonder Joe Burrow wants to get the heck out of Cincinnati. He's having no fun. They all stink. Cincinnati, the Bengals. My God, that is just horrible. You have no fans. No wonder your fan base hates your guts, Mike Brown. They wished you died so the team could actually go to somebody who's actually willing to spend money to improve the team, improve the stadium. No, you don't even want to pay people to shovel snow. You make your own fans who pay season ticket prices shovel the snow out of seats. You stink, Mike Brown and the Cincinnati Bengal organization. You all stink.
Larry Franks thinks this is openly rude for Texas A&M because he's mad at Miami. Miami beat you, you dumb fuck.
Yep, that's another one. Yeah, that you don't do that, man. You just don't go out there and say, "Hey, I want to bet on them to beat Miami." No, you don't. You should have beat Miami. You should have took care of business when you had the chance.
And one more, you stink. Let's go with good old Sharon Moore.
Oh yes,
hitting up the OnlyFans girl after he got bailed out. Dude, you are under the national microscope. You really gonna hit a chick up thinking she ain't gonna leak that shit? Come on, bro.
Exactly, man.
Man, what you trying to do? Throw a hot dog down a fucking hallway right now with her? Bro?
Yeah, he traded that. Oh, he needs love. He don't need love. He needs a romper room because the dude is nuts. He needs to be confined to a romper room with one of them tight little straitjackets that hug yourselves, man. He needs one of them.
He trying to get his all 50 Shades of Big Blue.
Yeah, he's working on it too. I've heard of 50 Shades of Gray, but 50 Shades of Blue. Oh, maize and blue. 50 Shades of maize and blue. Wow. Yeah, that's just great. Let's take him to the Treasure Club. No. He get kicked out of the Treasure Club, man.
That my
More like
doghouse.
he needs to go to Magic City. At least you can eat at Magic City with lemon pepper and the chicken wings down there. Lemon pepper Lou. Magic City in Atlanta. Oh my God.
Where's BT when we need him?
Yeah, what's BT when we need him, man? He's busy tonight. I get it. Oh, all of us in Magic City. We'd have a blast. Magic City, they we'd own Magic City after all that, man. Oh boy, field trips. Yes.
Don't ever let Tennessee get to Atlanta.
Yeah, don't let us play a bowl game in Atlanta again. I remember lost it all for a woman that looks like Chris Collinsworth. Yeah, basically. Yeah, Larry, you're exactly right, man. She does. She actually looks worse than Collinsworth.
So let me tell you about this guy.
That's actually worse. That's saying something, man.
What's even crazier is who her dad is.
Yeah, vice president of scouting for the Chicago Bears.
Of scouting.
Yeah, he got to. Yeah, Well, they showed pictures of him being there with her for the Dallas Cowboy game. I remember Fox showing him on the sidelines with her. And they probably didn't even think nothing of it. It's like, okay, he's just there with his assistant. No, he was there with his assistant, all right. He was assistant.
He assists in other things.
Yeah.
Well, she was the assistant to the head coach.
Yeah.
She was real hands-on.
More like, literally hands-on. Well,
had a lot of brain hours.
I think that'll be. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. She got a lot of that after office training, if you know what I say. She's got that on the job training.
She was the head of her class.
Yeah, she was the head of her class. Yep, that's it. And she still has a job. Yep, she still has a job. He doesn't have a job.
No, that's her.
She does.
Turned into a whole Title IX thing for that. So
yeah, she's back to my Title IX. Another fucking Purdue grad.
Fuck Purdue.
I hate Purdue, man. I still hate Purdue with Carson Edwards back in the day.
Fuck you, Zach.
Zach Edey, Carson Edwards, all you Purdue.
It was the kid that just went off against us when we had was it Lamonte Turner?
With Schofield and them. That was That was a Carson Edwards. He hit every shot in the world and then some.
Goddamn three.
Yep, he hit every shot in the world, including that three that he was out of bounds on, and he still hit it. Yeah, Carson Edwards, I'll never forget that. Yeah, him.
Oh, that was our year too.
That was our year to win the whole thing. Was 2019. That was our year.
Yep. That one pissed me off just as much as the no charge call.
Yep.
With that's back when we had oh god, what was his name? He got drafted by Memphis.
Bayshak.
No. This would have been right after we lost after Tobias left.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Kevin Punter.
No, it was the Michigan game.
Oh man. Okay, I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
What's his name?
Oh, okay. It was the guard. Yeah, wasn't he? He was the guard, wasn't he?
Forward. It was
Forward. Let's see.
it was a charge all day, and they
Not,
called it a defensive foul.
yeah, it wasn't Vescovy. It was
We got to go back to like 2014 ish. No, maybe 2014 ish.
yeah,
maybe.
I gotta go. Yeah, that takes a little bit farther back. I gotta look back at that was when Konzo was coaching. I forgot who that was.
Yeah,
Amani Moore. Amani Moore.
It wasn't Amani Moore.
I think it was Amani Moore. Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
Jordan McRae in that bunch.
I gotta look up Tennessee versus Michigan.
Anthony. I know Anthony Burton. Oh man, it just brings back. Yeah, I remember Jawan Huggin. Oh, yeah, it was our guard. I forgot who that was. Yeah,
was that? See, this would have been Tennessee versus Michigan 2024.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, there's the picture. That's gotta get to open up. Come on, picture, open up.
I forgot who that was, man. He was MVP of the SEC tournament.
Jarnell Stokes.
Yeah, that was 2014. Yep.
Yep. His feet were planted. It should have been a charge.
Should have been a charge.
We lost 73-71.
Yep.
Yep. That one's up there with with Purdue.
I miss Jarnell Stokes, man. He was a great player, man.
I wish his pro career had turned.
I know, I do too. Well,
could you imagine if we'd had Tobias and Jarnell?
Yep, if Tobias had stayed, yeah. We were a Final Four team we'd have been a Final Four team for sure.
It would have been Tobias, Jerome Mayman, and Jarnell Stokes.
Yep.
God, that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been a Final Four team easily. Yep, a Napier and UConn. Yeah, UConn stole that title. Yep. We would have been playing them in the final. Yep. Kemba Walker, 2011, stole that title too.
All right. Well, anything else?
I don't have anything else. We have a good night. This is a great show, man. We missed you out here, but I think we did pretty well. We had a good show.
Yep. Maybe we did just a little bit here and there, but hey.
Yep.
Chat box kept us going.
Yeah. Chat box kept us going. Thank you to everybody out there in the chat box tonight. Great show. You guys brought it with information. We appreciate it, man. I want everybody to take care of themselves. We'll be back we should be back next week, fully staffed before Christmas. It'll be the day before Christmas, the 2 days before Christmas show. Wonder what we could talk about next Tuesday night. We'll be back Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, so 23rd.
Yep. Oh, what a Christmas show that should be. We should do the 12 days of Christmas next week and give us the 12 biggest stories of the year with our athletes. Lord knows with these last couple of months, we got enough stories. We could fill up the 12 days of Christmas with some of these stories.
We got enough for each month.
Yep. We got enough for every month. Mm-hmm. Celebrating 2 years next week. Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. The naughty or nice list. Yep, there you go. That's what we'll do. Have a naughty and nice list next week. That should be good.
So does old girl from Michigan, is she on the naughty list or the nice list or the naughty?
She could be on both probably. We know where Shamor is going to be on the naughty list. Diego Pavia is going to be on the naughty list. Hell, we could create a naughty list just off these last 3 weeks, man.
As much as I'm not a fan of the family, I mean, his mom could be on a.
Oh God!
I saw an AI video of her the other day.
We're gonna create one. Yes, we are. All right, everybody. For Shane, good night, my friend. Shane Roan hit a Pavia's Bob. Oh God! That you imagine the scene.
I think she's too old for him. I think she's too old because he went down younger.
That is true. He did have a younger woman. Yeah, she would be too old for him.
And she's not blonde. I don't think she's blonde enough. He wants some. He wants some bleach.
Nah, he needs blonde. It's got to be blonde. His wife is
His wife.
his wife is blonde.
Yep. I looked up the family info.
Close us out, man.
Hey, as always, we throw those dubs. Kerry, what you got to say before we head out tonight?
Everybody take care of each other. And we will enjoy the weekend. We'll see you all next week with the Christmas show. This is going to be a Christmas show to remember. I can tell you that. It's going to be ho, ho, ho in more ways than one.
Hey, all I got to say is everybody take care. Thanks for joining in tonight. James, get to feeling better. BT,
yep.
missed you tonight.
We missed you, BT.
Fox, thanks for keeping it going for us tonight. Hey, we love y'all. Thanks for the support. And as always, got to throw them dubs up. It's Rebels with the Cause.
Good night, everybody.